What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Tarkir Dragonstorm standard video. Now, I don't know about you guys, but we're nearing the end of the season and people are getting more and more competitive on the standard ladder, which means I am seeing so many Cory Steelcutter players. So I figured we need to build the ultimate anti-Cory Steelcutter deck, which is basically exactly what standard needs right now. And in this really cool Orzhov deck list, we have access to a card that I would say is on Magebane Lizard's like equivalent, if not better than that, more effective than that against Cory Steelcutter, which is none other than Kambal the Profiteering Mayor. This is a 3-mana 2/4. Whenever one or more tokens your opponents control enter, for each of them, create a tapped token that's a copy of it. This ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever one or more tokens you control enter, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. This card is super effective and severely underplayed, I would say. I mean, you do have to be in orzhov colors, but that's exactly what you want to be in when you're working with like token synergy anyways. So Kambal's out here stealing Monk tokens and gaining and draining as you make that token, but you can also steal something like a monster roll token for Monster's Rage, which can be incredibly funny, or like an otter token, you name it. Kambal is just so incredibly effective against the Cory Steel deck. It's like a 10 out of 10 for me. Another card that's great against it is Legions to Ashes, another Orzhov exclusive card. As a 3-mana sorcery, you exile a target non-land permanent opponent controls and all tokens that player controls with the same name as that permanent. So this is a great way for you to clean up all those Monk tokens or Otter tokens. It can also be really sweet against Manifold Mouse that have like an offspring on the board, but in general it's just like really flexible removal. I mean, obviously the general goal of this deck list is to destroy Cory Steelcutter and other aggro decks, but it should still be working against, you know, the other standard decks that you might run into, right? Like it can still be a solid Orzhov token mid-range deck, which is the goal behind it. Other ways we're looking to destroy aggro players. We're playing 2 copies of Beza in the main and 2 copies of Shoulder to the Apocalypse, both of them capable of gaining a ton of life. And I think a lot of spice in the deck comes from the Elspeth Stormslayer in combination with these like token creators. So Elspeth is one of the most powerful cards in standard right now, in my opinion. The second the card sticks, it's game over. It's a 5-mana, 5 loyalty planeswalker with a static effect. If one or more tokens will be created under your control, twice as many of those tokens are created instead. The +1, you create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. With the 0 ability, put 1/1 counters on each creature you control. Those creatures gain flying until your next turn. And a -3 where you destroy target creature and opponent controls at mana value 3 or greater. So Elspeth's in here just doubling all these tokens, which could be really cool with Kambal or like the fish tokens that Beza could make. We have 2 copies of the Overlord in here, which means that if you put the Overlord in play, either as a creature or for its impending cost, you get 4 insects. But the spice in the deck too, which also really takes advantage of Kambal's like gaining and draining, is we're playing 4 copies of Voice of Victory and 4 copies of Sinkhole Surveyor. Now, Voice of Victory is a 2-mana 1/3 with Mobilize 2. Your opponents can cast spells during your turn, which is really like quite effective. I've been in situations where, you know, my opponent was clearly holding up like a spell to trigger prowess and get something out of Cutdown Rage. Like you fire off Voice of Victory before that, they cannot fire off Monster's Rage anymore or any other way to like pump it out of Cutdown Range. You fire it off and it's super effective. But in general, Voice of Victory is just a very, very powerful card. And the Mobilize 2, really nice with Kambal and also like doubles with Elspeth. So you could make 4 warriors that are tapped and attacking if you have Elspeth in play. Now, Sinkhole Surveyor is a 2-mana 1/3 bird, and whenever this creature attacks, you lose 1 life and it endures 1. So you can put a 1/1 counter on it, or you can make a spirit token. This can be pretty like aggressive in a deck like this. Either you're pumping it up or you're getting tokens, you're getting like Kambal value or Elspeth value, or you just put like a chump blocker in play. Or, I haven't even mentioned this yet, our card advantage of choice, which is the Enduring Innocence, a 3-mana 2/1 with lifelink. Whenever one or more other creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card, triggers only once each turn. So of all those Mobilize triggers, or like the Enduring triggers, or, you know, Kambal, Elspeth making 1/1s, you can draw a ton of cards. Now I was thinking about maybe putting Caretaker's Talent instead of the Enduring Innocence, but I think I like Innocence a little bit better right now because it's just a bit better against these aggro decks. Like I shove the Enduring Innocence in front of a creature, gain a couple of life, and then when it dies, it just returns to the battlefield as an enchantment, so it can still benefit off of it. Whereas I think that Caretaker's Talent is a bit slower, which isn't really like the goal of the deck list, right? We're trying to destroy aggro decks. We don't want to have like grindier cards. And that's kind of what we're working with. Like Voice of Victory, Sinkhole Surveyor, really cool with Kambal. Kambal in general, super like powerful. And Elspeth Stormslayer just making the deck go all the way over the top. doubling our tokens. Now, of course, the sideboard, you know, we stay ready. 3 copies of Authority of the Consuls, 2 copies of Split Up. There's even a High Noon in here, Pest Controls. Like, you know, the main board respects the Kori and the aggro matchup a lot already. And then once you get the sideboarding, you just go crazy with these like extra like hate tools, and you just destroy them. That's the goal. So let's dive right into the gameplay here, and I hope you guys will enjoy some you know, anti-Kori still action. Let me know if you have any like cool ideas for deck list when Final Fantasy arrives. I'm already cooking up a couple decks in the back of my mind. But, you know, just asking if you have any ideas so far of what you'd like to see in Standard. So with that being said, let's dive right into the gameplay and let's hunt down some Kori Still players. Not bad at it. Well, well, well. If it isn't a mountain. Play, Stinkhole. Where is my plushie? Let's just get only control piles. Yeah. Stinkhole is underrated, I will say. I think Stinkhole is very underrated, yeah. They're not... Yeah, sure, I mean, I guess makes sense. Grandma, I'm sorry. I'd like to, but... Well, we could put a blocker in play, or we could give it a 1/1 counter. It would dodge Lightning Strike and Torch. So let's start off with that. Verge. Let's start off with that. Get it out of removal range. Hell no. Get rid of Mouse Torado real quick. Ooh, I like that too, though. I like that too. I might want to do Voice of Victory. I was going to try and see if I could set up Enduring Innocence. But I might just do Duress plus Voice right now. I mean, it prevents me from, Sheesh. Okay. Scorching Shot, then. Stinkhole going crazy. Stinkhole going crazy. Okay. The deck that Standard needs right now. Honestly, that makes a great YouTube title of the deck. That makes a great YouTube title. If it gets to it. Because you're right. Okay, I think Elspeth might be a bit too slow. Alright, 3 authorities. Yes, yes. Well, I don't know if I need to go that hard on that, but... I mean, is there Kambal value? Whenever... I mean... Kambal still goes hard with whatever we're trying to do anyways. Probably like this. God, that looks beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Gorgeous, gorgeous hand. God, oh my, like this curve is just something that... I mean, listen, I think you gotta remove Manifold Mouse. The card is just ridiculous. I mean, even though they might still have another, whatever, but nah. I don't like it. Voice of Victory kind of cute here. Hehe. They did nothing on their turn there. No blocks. Base Assume? That's really tempting. But Beza's also really tempting. Because it's nice if we make like fish that could block this. I'm just gonna exile it. I think that's just the safest thing here. I think you gotta respect it. Okay. Authorities make me feel pretty good. Mickey. Mickey. Oh, they are in the trenches if that's what they're doing. Ooh, I'd like to set these two up here. Could also be Beza, but Beza... Let's do better. Yeah, that's the trenches. If they have the burst lightning, a voice of victory, oof. Oh. Don't like to see that. I mean... I guess we're just drawing a card. We gotta find a way to remove this. Because this is on the way. Makes me lose life. A little tricky over here. I'm gonna make a spirit. Okay. Yeah, the pack opening happened in the first, like, what, 3 hours of the stream, but I'll upload it to my Ashlizzlle VOD channel on YouTube. I also have a collector box opening that's gonna happen on Patreon. Okay. Sheep. Life total? A little bit in shambles. A little bit in shambles. It was cool to see. Well, thank you, thank you. It was fun to do. No, I know, I don't want to put myself in 4 damage range. That's definitely not what I want to do. Should be okay though for now. They're pretty flooded too. Hey, we defeated magic. Does that mean that we completed the game? Probably. I mean, mana's awkward, right? We have Stinkhole, which is nice. We got Go for the Throat. Like, it's probably keepable. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, we do No, we do read YouTube. I see y'all. But I'm not streaming like too much on YouTube anymore because I think it's like fogging my videos. Is this the 5th red aggro player? I mean, I want to hit them, so I'm happy with it, but as long as there's no bullshit happening with 3 Sunspine Lynxes in the top 15, then it's fine, you know? It's fine. We can do something. Bruh. Just don't do that. Let me play the game, please. Counter on Stinkhole? Maybe voice? Shut them down. I wonder if they clicked through the turn or they just didn't have like a 2-drop. Yeah, it's pretty. Sunspine links check. I'm not blocking that. Go ahead and cast your, whatever the hell. Oh, it's a leyline version. I see. Cool. I could wait, but then I'm also at risk of getting hit by a snakeskin veil, which I don't like. I think I'm just gonna remove it now. Maybe set up an Elspeth moment? Grandma, come to us on curve, please. Thank you. Grandma when? Man, I can't believe the 3 Lynxes. I can't believe it. Rage. Overprotect. Oh shit. It's kind of intense too. Alright, Grandma's here. So what does that do for us? If I shove this in the air... So we have 4 damage here. We could give an additional 3 on top of that. So that goes to 7. Now we get 4 tokens, so we have like 11 damage? I'm tempted. I'm a bit worried about like trample shenanigans though. I think it might just be like, I think the curve is kind of, or the clock is kind of just the same. So I think we should probably take like the defense angle here. No, it's not. It was 11. Unless my math is off, but... I think it was 11. If their hand's good, we could be struggling here. Yeah, it wouldn't have been enough because these would have just gone 1/1s. I will shove everything I have in front of this Amber Heart Challenger. Oh, +1/+1s. Oh fuck, I wasn't thinking about that. You might have been right. No, you might have been right. But that still wouldn't have been lethal though, right? Or would it have been? Fuck, I don't know. You might have been right. I forgot about the 1/1 counters on him. Yeah, I forgot about the 1/1 counters. Please let me live. I'm sure it'll be exactly that, yup. Wait, this is actually such a crazy spot to be in. No, listen, it is close. Like, we can't attack with these dudes. Bruh. Sheesh. Screaming, crying. Well, yeah, I miss lethal though. I miss lethal. I forgot about the enduring being able to give us 1/1 counter. So, fortunately, not punished for missing lethal. I'll take it. got there. Yeah, fortunately not punished. Definitely want high noon here. No, it was lethal, I think. Yeah, I think it was +3/+4 from bird, +1/+4 from tokens, voice 2, you haven't missed lethal? Okay, now I don't know anymore. I don't know. It was either 0 or 1. Yeah, it is what it is. Five alive, +3 from grandma, +2 from counters. Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's what I thought, but, you know. I mean, honestly, if there's ever a keepable one-lander, this might be it. Let's do it. Okay. Never punished. Yeah, as we just lost the game to like keeping a one-lander. Love to see it. Second and third land. See, this is nice. Gives me a little bit more hope that sometimes one-landers are the right line, because almost traumatized by the game where we did the same thing and found 0 lands. That was a tough one. Now, the most incredible thing about this is that we don't have to worry about this thing pumping because we have the Voice of Victory. So our cut down is just gonna fire off. They know it. That is a very specific play around cut down if I've ever seen it. What the hell? That feels like a very weird play if you are not 100% convinced your opponent has cut down. That's a very strange one, not gonna lie. Throwing away one of your best bump effects like that to dodge cut down? Sure. It's a choice. Brave move. We'll see if it works out for him, I guess. Not saying that they're sniping. Maybe this is just what they thought was right, but... Whee! I mean, I'm just gonna keep doing this. God, Voice of Victory is so good here. Holy shit, like... Voice of Victory is cooking right now. Really screwing them over from, like, being able to... Well, I mean, I'm playing a black deck. They know I will have cut downs. It's just, I just found it... You know... a little intense to be doing that the way they did. Do I want to draw a card? Hold on. There's no way they win with a high noon in play here. No, they can't. They can only cast one spell, let's be for real. If it was a Cacophony Scamp, I would have probably done cut down before high noon, but I don't think we lose to a hard fire hero here. Right? The weird protection again. Yeah, I'm swinging here, and I'm gonna go ahead and probably make a treasure with Fountain Port for my High Noon. That I can just sacrifice, and then we win. Yeah. That's a good angle. Once again, like 24 life, like they're not killing us. Surely. Not with one card. I will say though, High Noon and Voice of Victory is toxic as fuck. Like, that is toxic as hell. Yeah, our opponents are just drawing absolute gasoline constantly, and we're drawing, you know, not perfect. Yeah, I can't win them all, but it's okay. Like, I'm only saying it because, you know, trying to get dismissed pile. Look who it is, Karen. Yeah. Yeah, all things considered, like, there's so much interaction in this deck list, and it feels like it's never enough. Which makes sense if you're playing, like, 3 or 4 copies of removal, but we're playing so much more than that. We're playing, like, 9 pieces of removal in the main, not counting Elspeth Stormslayer. So it's a lot, and it feels like, damn, you know, once again, we don't have removal for Karen. Not a good sign, usually. Oh, Caretaker? Yo. It makes me want to slam Kambal real quick. Hold it. But I also want to go Shelly. Kambal, though, with the voice and the Stinkle, quite nice. But let's just do Shelly for mana efficiency. If we find a land, the next turn it's Kambal and Stinkle. Be nicer. I want to do Kambal, but I think if we hit land off the top, which hopefully, maybe. If not, then we just have something else, but... I mean, if Shelter hits, you know, pointing again towards, what, 12 cards in the main that can remove Screaming Nemesis? Oh, 07 Shelly. No? Well, that's greed. So we have to deal 6 damage. If I go Stinkhole, let's put a 1/1 counter on it. We need to like connect with... I feel like Kambal is close to game winning. I need to do the math though. If you swing with everything, you're gonna have 5 attackers. Kambal drains them for 1 off of the voice, so they go to 7. Stinkle could be 1/1 counter. Stinkle's a guaranteed, puts him to 4 guaranteed. Karen needs to block Shelly and send removal towards her. Voice of Victory, it's for... gets blocked and then 1 gets blocked. You do get the trigger. But it also relies on Shelly living, right? Because you're never dealing 8 damage here. Yeah, I'll just go like this. No, because like Karen would just block Shelly and Shelly would die because of the trigger, so... Shelly gets blocked by Karen. You get rid of Karen, but... The camel trigger of that's nasty. Campbell murdered. Boy, it must be nice to have interaction. Can't relate. It must be nice. Okay, we could have lethal here. We just need to have one map token land on the stink hole. Don't care. If this is 2 lands, I'm yelling. Don't, please. Fun stuff. Like I said, everything, like our opponent, things are working out for him. We can only suffer. Today, we can only suffer, I'm afraid. Damn it. That's probably our win, though. Because they have got like 4 cards. They're gonna draw a new card. They're gonna make everything fly with Elspeth. They're gonna make 2 Forge tokens. They could pump the whole board with Caretaker. That's our win gone there, probably. Yeah, they probably do. They probably do. Chat, I'm so angry. Like, I guess we used all our RNG opening Final Fantasy. Jesus Christ. Like, removal? Fucking what? Where? This is like tilting me a little bit. You're always dead. It doesn't have anything to do with Elspeth. They always win with the Caretaker's talent. That was just our win, though. The chubby boy. It's so fucking cute. We have 2 of them because we also have the regular where he's just vibing. Look at him, just vibes. I need to make a binder with just Chocobo cards. You know what I mean? Yo, Anonymous, thank you so much for the gifties. Holy shit. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm sure it was the Chocobo. Yeah, I gotta make a Chocobo binder for sure. Alright, I hope we can curve out into Elspeth. It would go so hard with the double voice. We'll see. Don't be shy of giving us lands now, Arena, because you were comfortable last time round, so... Alright, 1 away. I wonder why they're playing Karen. Must be like an anti-aggro tool. Yo, thank you for the bits. I'm gonna save that Legion to Ashes because it gets rid of a Caretaker's talent at some point. Yo, crazy with the gifty to fat Chocobos. Hell yeah. We love to see it. All right, now give me that land. If you don't, Arena, I'm gonna be Medj. Okay, thank you. A lot of the curse flood good for something after all. That's more like it. That's more like it. That's the stuff I want to see. Alright, Elspeth, do your worst. Get him, Diva. She's dead. Ah, we gotta back up. They play Tursa in there? Wow. Wonder why.
The multiverse will be free from this skill. Join the fight.
Elspeth, we love you. Mobilize should only sacrifice 2 tokens at the end of turns, and this Mobilize 2 changed my mind. Nah, actually, you're making a point. You're making a point. Never thought of it that way. Good point, good point. Doesn't say Mobilize 4, huh? Mobilize actually goated? Nah, it's true. Crazy how this started from Corey hate, and now Corey's nowhere to be found. Coincidence? I don't think so. I wonder if it's right to hate on our opponent with some authorities, because they make so many tokens too, and we can just like gain a ton of life off of it. I'm tempted. I'm just not sure what I take out. Yo, thanks for the bits. I appreciate you. Like, I'm tempted. Because I can see it do a lot of work. Yeah, it turns out they're forges too. I'm really tempted. Maybe the Duresses? And we're just gonna go for like an over-the-top kind of angle. I do have answers for their threats, which are Elspeth and you know, Caretaker and all that. I like Stinkhole because it flies over. Voice of Victory is just good, you know. Maybe this is the angle. Ooh, I love that hand. That looks nice. This is nice. Really hoping you're sitting on 3 forges in their hand. 3 forges and 2 Voice of Victories, please. Ooh, Kambal. Oh my god. Couldn't be more beautiful. This is a nice curve. Hopefully this will make up for the bad luck in game 1. Alright, well, you know, at least I used removal on it, I guess. No more forges, please. I take that back. How does Kambal... Kambal steals the forge tokens, right? Oh my god, they have it. Kinda makes me want to set up Kambal. I do wish Kambal gained you 2 life and dealt 2 damage off of that though, but I get why it doesn't happen because it's 1 instance. Anonymous gifted a sub to the Etsy Witch. Blessed Anonymous. Full value Beza, but I get a fish too. 2 fish. Wait. Oh, because it already triggered. I see. Yeah, it already triggered, so little diff. Yo, thanks for the hype train, everybody. For good luck, we're gonna go into the Chocobo playlist. Hold on. Apparently there's just like a whole Chocobo playlist. Might be the hardest playlist to ever exist, I'm not gonna lie. Come on now. Like, why is the music so goofy? Okay, immediately it worked. Immediately it worked. I'll take it. Okay. Not going as crazy as I thought it would for now. You're gonna go insane listening to this for hours and hours? Well, maybe that's what you need. Oh, this song is based. I mean, Anoint hits the Enduring Innocence real well. Overthrow hits the Shelly, but I feel like it's still Kaito. It's still gotta be Kaito always. Because they're probably only gonna top deck more removal anyway. Okay. Kambal, hopefully Kambal eats Anoint and then maybe the Enduring Innocence can do better. Okay. Spectral Sailor. So yeah, they could cut that, but hopefully they don't exile it and can still draw cards. Honestly, a lot more tame than I would have expected the music to be. So cute. Okay, so listen more to this in the early access streamer event. Now we have a game to win. Still not willing to give up Shelly to a go for the throat like that. Right, they're gonna... yeah. Shuffle it back into our deck. Because our 24-land deck has already found 8 lands. It's kind of... not great. Wish I could do something about this. Make that 9. We are on fire. Perfect. Okay. What the helly? What the helly? Maybe we need like an Elspeth or something. A backup Shouldered, okay. It's kind of a crazy activation there. Could have also, well, you know. Guess we're just sacrificing the fish to draw a card. It's a knife when your 24 land deck gives you 9. 9 lands on curve. Yeah, nah, it's a knife for sure. It's a knife. Okay. Still not doing too bad though, all things considered. Not doing too bad. Not to jinx myself, but... Okay, maybe we're getting close to doing worse. Ten lands on curve. 10 mana on curve. What are we trying to cast here? Crater Hoof? Like, no. I'm not trying to do anything of that sort. I don't even have Crater Hoof in here. Of course. Opponent hits removal for all the lands we hit, I fear. That's awful. Also, like, once again, reminder, you know, 1 get lost, 3 go for the throats, 2 Legion to Ashes, and 3 Elspeths. All ways to not have to lose to this Preacher of the Schism. But no. I really think if you play this deck on a different day, you pop off so hard, it's unbelievable. Like I said, I was pulling Vivi in the play booster. That's really making us not have good RNG here. 07. Yeah, you know, you're just way too late. Just way too late. It's just... I'm falling so far behind. Yeah. They're probably just slamming Kaito. Yeah, exactly. Goofy. Yeah, nah, like, deck with, what, 3 copies of, cut down, getting wrecked by 1 Spectral Sailor.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
And even, like, even fucking Stinkholes, which can also block it. Oh well. We got Beza, maybe she'll be able to do something. Not before we hit Lent number 11. Not bad, but I don't know if it's gonna turn this game around for us though. Well, I mean, you know, there's one card that we rip off the top here. We're doing incredible, and it's Elspeth, but we'd have to get the lucky top back there for sure.
Sit down. Rethink your life.
We gotta Elspeth max. Well, okay, wait, they're at 16 live. Even Elspeth is... Elspeth's not gonna get shit done. I don't think so. It's a little sad. It's a little sad. Nah. The urge. Well, hey, if we find those lands again, which we better, we could have a good curve here. No hits. Okay. Goddamn. Oh, I'm def slamming voice first, because that kind of like screws over the Drowner. Drown in it. Drowner. We do have to come up with something for the curiosity though. Drown in it. Land please. I'll take Innocence. Can't wait to flood with chocobos and win even harder. Period. Chocobo, like, listen, like my powers have all led up to this moment. Like I have always have land issues and flood in decks where that shouldn't happen, and it's all just waiting on the chocobo value. Everything has led up to this moment. I was meant to flood out for these chocobos. I'll take it. Ah, screw it. I'm just gonna go for it. Assuming they kept the hand with a shitload of removal. Thoughts about the Saga rule change? I haven't looked much into it, but I feel like I heard people say that it impacts Modern quite a bit, so... Yeah. An interesting choice. I wonder why they did it. Alright. It'd only be because they want to fire off Kaito, and we have an answer for that, so I'm happy with that. That only makes sense if they're trying to fire off Kaito, which, you know, I'm so grateful for this Legion of Ashes in my hand right now. Eat shit, Kaito. Hehe. Hehe. Shelly angle? Yeah. Interesting. I'm just taking it. Is this Beza Stonks? No. Yeah, no skill, no kill spell for Shelly. I'm kind of shocked. Feels like they're either holding a Spell Pierce or they're holding a Cut Down, but or like another Spectral Sailor. Okay. Sailor it is. I see. Sinkhole. I'm feeling pretty good about this game right now. It's turning around for us. No jinx. Power of the Fat Chocobo, save us. Witness my beautiful hand and concede the game. Concede the game. You cannot deal with it. In all its glory. You're getting very EP. You're getting very EP and are losing hope of winning the game. I'll shove it on Moxfield once I feel happy with it. No, they're still cooking. They're still cooking. Oh, let's see what this is. Anoint. Oh, it was a disdainful stroke that they were holding too. Yeah, I guess I'll just swing still. spare tokens, please. So if the Preacher swings, Kambal does make a little vampire token for us out of that though. Then he'll be at any events. I'll be at Magical Vegas. Dang. These preachers are going a little insane. But I also want to be able to deal with the Deep Cavern Bat. And get the Beza. I think I might allow them to swing at me. See how they play their stuff out. Yeah, Elspeth could take out a Preacher of the Schism, but then she would die to the Flyer, so it makes me kind of think about like... Is this a Deep Cavern Bat like remove Deep Cavern Bat angle? I'd gain life, I'd make fish. Actually gonna take it, I think. And it could maybe set up Elspeth. Lord Skitter. Lord Dicknose. Like, given this board flying could go so unreasonably hard, like, I would like to see it. Ooh, wait, that's a pretty good hit. This hit with the Discover or an Explorer. Dang. That's a good hit. Alright, land elf with win. GG's. Dang. I don't want to have this be countered, I think. I just want to get rid of it. So close, yet so far. And it's falling apart. think if we fired off this Elspeth a little bit earlier, it would have gone hard. But hey, we just made a treasure, so possibly can do something here. There's no way you don't swing with Carsey Revenant here, unless you... I mean, I guess they know I have Elspeth, so... She got revealed. So opponent goes up to 11. They go up to 11. They could technically go up to 14. They'll block my highest. Then we push 5, 7, 9. Oh man. 13. They go up to 14. You gotta be kidding. Is that one off? But then I guess you get shouldered. Now you don't get shouldered because they block it with Carsey. Weird. So we don't have it. Okay. It still make things fly right now. They have... I mean, there's no way. If they had Disdainful Stroke, they would have just not held back with the... yeah. It had a Mastermind too as backup. That Mastermind could work in our favor though with Shelly. We'd be relying on Shelly living. Everything got Death Touch. Four lands gone. Mm. So we're getting hit for 9 with Death Touchers. So life's a resource, all that. Highest gets blocked, you deal 9, but you get rid of these 2 guys. Do you force it out though? So what's a worst case scenario? Go for the throw on Shouldered. They'd still have to block one thing, so they have 3 attackers left. Then what? Animate plus removal, you'd still be alive, right? Okay. Just making sure that we live. Yeah, I think we're doing it, Loki. Like, I don't mean to jinx, but we may be grinding them out. This Elspeth card seems good. Yeah, she's pretty nice. She sticks around, she just wins the game for you. We love her. Creature puts them in such a weird spot because if you swing there, you go to the fucking 1 or something? Like, not really the place to be. I'll save my life here. Elspeth might be my most played card from Tarkir. It could be, yeah, I think so. I think so. Wow, that was a grind of a match though, but it was a good game. It was a good game. That was real close.